Welcome you to all. Today we will take up Constitution, Indian polity, especially National Commission for Scheduled Tribe. National Commission for Scheduled Tribe, Article 338A. Now in the last class, as you know, we have seen National Commission on Scheduled Caste, constituted under Article 338 of Part 16 of the Constitution. We have also seen how this National Commission on Scheduled Caste has grown up from Special Commissioner for SC/ST to National Commission for SC/ST and further to National Commission for exclusively scheduled castes. After bifurcating the combined commission into separate commission for scheduled caste under Article 338 and another commission exclusively for scheduled tribe under Article 338A through 89th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2003. This is what yesterday we have seen. Today we will see the National Commission for Scheduled Tribe set up under the newly inserted article of 338A. Remember, 338A in Part 16 of the Constitution. So, National Commission for Scheduled Tribe, newly inserted article 338A in Part 16 of the Constitution. You know, the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, even though for a layman they appear to be similar, they are totally in different footing, both from the angle of culture and the problems faced by both the groups. Totally different. For example, according to 2011 census, the scheduled tribe has a population of 104 million. That is 8.6 of the 6% of the total population. Nearly 11 crores. This is 2011 census. They are normally spread over to almost all hilly and forest regions. They have some unique characteristics. They are primitive trait, geographical isolation. They have a distinct culture. They are always shy of contacting the rest of the population. Economically, extremely backward. There is therefore a need to make them socially empowered, economically empowered, and endowed with social justice. They are most neglected group. This is the main objective behind setting up a separate commission for scheduled tribe. Now, this acquired importance in 1999 itself for providing a sharp focus on the development and welfare of scheduled tribe. Government of India set up a separate Ministry of Tribal Affairs in 1999. Prior to 1999, as you know, the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment used to coordinate all the activities relating to both scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. So, a separate National Commission for ST was set up in 2004. The commission has a chairman, a vice chairman, and 3 members. All are appointed by President of India. The chairman, vice chairman, and members have a term of 3 years. One member or vice chairman or chairman should be a lady member, remember. Chairman enjoys the rank of cabinet minister. Vice chairman enjoys the rank of Minister of State, while the members Secretary to Government of India. Now, what are the functions of this commission? You know, they have the constitutional and legal safeguards. You know pretty well. So, the primary job of a commission is to investigate and monitor the constitutional and legal safeguards provided for scheduled tribe and also evaluate the effectiveness of their working. This is the primary duty, as we have already seen in the case of scheduled caste. In the case of scheduled tribe also, what are the constitutional safeguards, what are the legal safeguards, how they are working, what is the evaluation, result of evaluation of the working of these safeguards. Secondly, to inquire into the specific complaints made with reference to the violation of these constitutional and legal rights as well as constitutional and legal safeguards. Thirdly, to participate and advise the Union and the states in the planning process of socio-economic development of scheduled tribes and review their progress. As in the case of scheduled castes, the commission should submit an annual report or any time in between, if the commission so feels, to the President of India upon the working of the commission and upon the effectiveness of safeguards, both legal and constitutional. The commission should recommend measures that are required to be taken by the Union and the states for implementation of these constitutional legal rights of the scheduled tribes. President will arrange to place these reports on the table of the House of both the Houses of Parliament along with the action taken report. If a recommendation made by the Commission has not been accepted by the government, then the reasons to be cited in the report, the safeguard, remember. Similarly, if any other report is concerning the state, the President should forward such reports to the Governor of the state and ensure that the Governor places these reports on the table of the legislature along with the action taken report. Here also, it should be ensured that if any of the recommendations have not been accepted by the government, state government, the reason should be cited. In addition to the above functions, remember, the President of India bestowed certain special responsibility for the protection of rights and to promote and develop the tribal welfare and their socio-economic welfare. What are those special responsibilities? That we will see now. First thing is to confer ownership right in respect of minor forest produce. Remember, ownership right with regard to minor forest produce to those living in forest areas. Very important. Secondly, to safeguard the rights, their rights over the mineral and water resources. Number 3, to ensure development and more viable livelihood, because most of the people, tribal people, they are shy, they suffer, they have got a lot of prestige. They prefer to suffer rather than begging. Number 3. Number 4, to improve the relief and efficacy of tribals who have been displaced due to development projects. This is a perennial problem there. In the name of development, they will be displaced. Development means it's a, I do not want to explain more. Development means the displacement. So, to improve relief and also efficacy of the tribals who have been displaced due to developmental projects. And the next is to prevent alienation of land. Most of the problem emanate here. Alienation of land from the tribals. And also to rehabilitate those whose land has already been alienated. And to elicit maximum cooperation of the tribal communities in social afforestation and also in protection of forest land. Then comes the proper implementation of Panchayat Extension Scheduled Area Act 1996. Its implementation, as usual, is not up to the mark. To reduce and eliminate the practice of shifting cultivation by the tribals, which lead to their disempowerment and degradation of land as well as environmental, what is known as environmental position. The powers of the commission include, it has the powers of civil court for investigation and inquiry, number 1. It can summon anyone and examine him on oath, number 2. It can demand discovery and production of any document, number 3. It can receive any evidence on affidavit, number 4. It can requisition any public record from any court or office, number 5. And any other matter as the President desires. Most importantly, remember, the Union and the states should consult the Commission on all policy matters concerning the scheduled tribe. So they have a sub-plan. Certain percentage of funds are to be non-lapsable. Remember, it will be carried over to the subsequent years. So the outcome budget should indicate how the benefit has percolated to the people. That is the most important factor. So percolation of the benefits, that the planning should not be only in paper. They have been allotted 10% sub-plan, let us say. 10% of the funds are allotted, but most of the funds remain unutilized. So, we have to ensure that the funds are properly utilized and the benefit reaches the man. Benefit reaches the tribal people. That is the main object of setting up a separate commission exclusively for scheduled tribe. When it was tied up with the scheduled caste commission, they did the work, no doubt, absolutely no doubt. But the effectiveness, the involvement was not as expected. So with this, we will end the class today. We will take another topic tomorrow. Thank you.